Hey everyone, okay, so today I'm going to be guiding you through how to pick the perfect eyeshadow brush for your eye and your eye shape, which is very important. So let's make a start. Generally speaking, with me, and since this is my channel, I only use crease brushes and pencil brushes, and the reason being is because I find them more easy to use and they're easy to blend. The first thing you need to do is to take a realistic look at your eye shape. How big is your eye? So this part of the eye, how big is it? Is it very, very large, or is it very, very small? Or is it a standard size, which is kind of a bit like mine? My eyes are pretty much a standard eye shape, but they tend to be a little bit small, but you know, everybody's different. When it comes to picking the right eyeshadow brush, you need to think about the actual, how much space you have between your eyelid and your brow bone. So let's take a look at these two brushes. Now I'll use my brushes as examples. So these are two crease brushes, and they can also be used to blend. So if I was to place the larger of the brush, so the number 3, into my socket here and open my eye, you can see that this would give me a very big blend of color because it's just a big brush. So for me, it's much easier to use that to blend. Whereas if you look at the smaller one, which is the number 4, this fits into the crease of the eye and will give a much more defined look to the crease. And that would make more sense for me. Now, obviously, I have other brushes as well. So there's 4 here. And again, with these two brushes, which is 16 and 17, now the 16, again, a much bigger brush, so I'm going to get a much bigger application. So, and again, with the 17, which is the slightly smaller one, again, even though I'm getting more concentrated, it's still a wee bit big for my eye shape if I'm talking about carving out a crease. Whereas when you look at 19 and 20, they're much smaller brushes. So generally speaking, for my eye shape, I would pick up these two, or one of them. They would both work just fine. So if we look at the number 19, you can see it's a much sharper effect into the crease, which is oftentimes what we want to define the eye. And again, moving down, this tends to be the one that I use, which is the number 20, because you get a much more precise application. And then I would go in with one of the larger brushes and blend that out. That's how I tend to do it. So you want a brush that fits into the crease to give you the look you're after, which is usually to define the crease and to make it look like it's going back, and then a brush to blend it with. The reason I prefer the smaller ones for my eye shape as well is because I can use the number 20 all over the eyelid, around the tear duct area, on the brow bone, and then I can pick another one up that's bigger to blend with. And the other brush that you really need is also this little baby brush here, which is a push liner brush, and it is the smallest brush you've ever seen. And you use this to push black eyeshadow right into the lash line, and that will do more for your lashes than anything. It will give you the darkest lash bed. It will make your eyes look whiter, and it won't steal any eyelid space whatsoever, which is what you want. With small eyes, with hooded eyes, you want to maximize any lid space you have. And when you use a liner, oftentimes on my eye shape, if I drew a line across, open my eyes, all you would see is that color. With this, you can push it directly into the eyelash bed, and the whole thing will look beautiful. That's how I tend to go about it. So just think, the smaller your eyes, the smaller the brush for the crease, the bigger the eye, the bigger the brush needs to be for the crease in order to get that beautiful effect. Links down there to my brushes, which are mine, financed by myself, run by myself, no middleman, none. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.